get the brand new limited edition Pals Holiday Package available at thepalsmerch.com. Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is your boy Sub-Zero Exabyte shooting right back at you with another video today. And right now we end up finding ourselves in this little desert right here. And though it may not look like much, well, it actually is pretty much after all, because I ended up here out of nowhere. I have no idea what is going on. I just ended up in this place, but I am out here with Chip, so that is all cool. I just went to sleep and woke up here, and I am very hot right now. And I am not just talking about my physical appearance right now. I am actually talking about my body temperature, which is not ideal since I cannot really take the heat all too well, and I forgot to bring my sunscreen. Well, I did not really forget since I did not plan on coming here. But wait, what in the world is that big spear thing right there? That must be something, right? I mean, we could at least check out. Maybe I can draw some kind of clue out of that thing right there. Who knows? The only thing that I know is that we need to get out of here because I do not have any water and the sun is shining bright like a diamond in the sky, dude. So I am really wondering what that weird spear thing right there might be. Maybe it is some kind of a telephone pole or something, and I can give my mom a call so that she can come pick me up out of this forsaken place right here because I am way too soft for this. Well, let's see what this is. Well, at least we can rule out the telephone pole part. So that is something, I guess. Now I guess that we could be able to do something with this, but I have no idea what, to be honest. Well, to be honest, it really quite looks a lot like a portal of some sort. Now I am not a portal expert by any means, so please let me call my buddy who is an expert in portals. Well, hey dude, yeah, this thing is a spear and stuff. Okay, he said to jump in it. So take me away, portal to Never Never Land. Oh my, I really did not think about the fact that these things make me really dizzy and I might be able to throw up right now. But okay, I have got to toughen up. So we are here. I am not sure where here is, but I know that it is not a trap, so that is really tight. Okay, so we are not in a trap of some sort, which is a good thing. But that also means that I am not anywhere near home, because I still do not have a single clue about where I am. The only thing that I know is that my stomach basically did a 180 in that portal, because I really did not think about the fact that I never ever use portals anymore. I mean, I see them a lot, but that is mainly because people come to me with their portals and not me to them. If that makes any sense. The key of this is that I am getting sick. Oh god, and there is another portal. Well, I guess that we should just check out where that thing is going to be taking us, I guess. I mean, there is not much else that I can do at this point, except for just making sure that I do not throw up on camera, because that would be quite interesting to see. But I would rather keep all of my stomach contents in their respective place, which in their case would be the inside of my stomach right now. And I am already getting dizzy again. This is going to be so much fun, you have no idea right now. And I might throw up. So alright, I was still able to keep in all of my food from this morning. But again, I am not anywhere near my home, because nothing of this right here looks anywhere near familiar. Now of course this would be easier said than done. And it is proving to be easier said than done. But this is just kind of weirding me out, because if you would let me get this story right here straight, this kind of means that I have been kidnapped of some sort and put in a vast empty place, and someone just planted down or opened up random portals through which I would be able to hop in and out of places just like that. This kind of reminds me of some movie that I have watched when I was younger. It was a movie with Hayden Christensen. And I am not talking about Star Wars Episode 2 and 3. I am talking about a movie called Jumper, where Hayden Christensen was able to teleport from one place to another like it was nothing. Now this is not the same, because I still have to keep looking for these oddly shaped and oddly colored portals. But that is all good in the hood. I am just going to make sure that I never end up in this again when I am back, because that would not be good at all. I mean, I could have been doing a lot of other things today, probably things that would have been more fun for you guys. But I guess that this is fine as well. Though I did not plan for anything of this to happen right now, I am kind of glad that I had my camera on me when someone drugged me and put me in that desert. Otherwise I would have been here all alone right now. But right now we are all here together, through the power of the internet and YouTube. So basically social media. But I am not going to get into the details. Let's just get on with this, because there are a lot of things that we still need to do before we actually can get back home. At least that is what I'm thinking right now. Who knows, actually, I am just going to be taking these portals until I get somewhere that is rather familiar, and I will just take my stop right there and look for some people who might be able to get me back home. And otherwise I will be hopping through these portals like some kind of sheep hopping fences, and I will never be able to get back home. So it is time for me to go to another world, again, which used to excite me, but right now I am not sure what it is doing for me. But it does not feel as magical as it used to. Now we are in some kind of cave and there is a creeper, so I am guessing that this teleport did not go as planned for some reason. But at least I can keep moving on through these portals. At least that way it kind of feels like I am making some form of progress. But right now my main focus still is to just get back home to my nice warm bed, because it is actually getting kind of chilly right now. So I would not mind to get back to that hot desert where we just were. But then again, I will probably start nagging about the weather there as well once we get there. So I think that I am just going to make sure that I can actually keep up with all of these portals, otherwise I might be in a bit of a pickle right now and forever. Because once one of these freaking things close, well, at that point I am just kind of done for right now. There is no going around it. And I might just have to go out and do this for the rest of my life. But then again, if you start thinking about it, if you are watching this video right now, then that would mean that I was able to edit it and upload it to the YouTube. So that means that I am alright, right? So if you are watching this right now, then I have probably survived all of this and I am back home just safely chilling there. But maybe if you are watching this, this just means that I have died or something, and someone found my camera and uploaded it for me because they know that they will have to continue the legacy. And even though I would appreciate someone doing that for me, I would not appreciate it if I am going to die here, because I am just way too young for all of that stuff, and I still want to keep on keeping on instead of having to die and all of that, because that just seems like a little bit too much of a hassle to me. But then again, who am I, right? I am just some guy on the internet living from portal to portal like a hobo in Portal, and by that I mean the game, not an actual portal. I might be taking this too far. So what can I actually do around here? I am not sure where the portal even is. Oh, never mind, there it is. But wait, is that thing just floating in midair? Well, that is going to make my job like a gazillion times harder than usual, because I am not about to just dive into that thing. Or am I? Well, who knows what I'm going to do, because I am lazy as freak right now. But then again, I would like to get out of here. But I just do not want to end up dying in the process, because that would be kind of weird if you think of it like that. But for me that does not matter, because I will shine on. And I will shine just as bright as that diamond that I was describing a couple of minutes and a couple of portals ago. Haha, well, this is not going to be fun for long probably, because I am already tired because I have not slept well. And right now I will have to go find all of these freaking portals, which is kind of driving me crazy right now. Even though it might sound like I am totally fine, well, I am not totally fine, because I am scared that I might never be able to get out of this place, which would be a bad thing in my position, because I am kind of a busy guy, to be honest. And to me there is no such thing as being a nicer guy than I already am. So you know what? I am just going to hope that I do not end up starving to death, because that might actually turn out to be rather bad, since I am not sure what I would have to do about that. And for the rest of this video, I will probably just be hopping from the one portal to another, just hoping to get somewhere close to my house and get back to my bed so that I can just go for some Netflix and chill with myself and I. And of course a big bowl of popcorn, which is always just the bomb.com. So yeah, let's not end up starving to death, and let's do end up going further and further through all of these freaking portals, so that one might just drop me off at my desired place, which would be my room, which I just described. Or not even just my room. Like, my whole house is kind of a cool place to stay in, to be honest. But the moral of the story, just get your butt home sub. And by home I mean that I am going to make my own little earth, so that way I can just escape reality and go there when some noob comes up again and tries to ruin my day. Now people cannot easily find this mini earth, and as you know, if you do not know where something is, then you cannot get to it, and you cannot take anything out of said thing. Now that kind of worked, but that only solved one problem. And do not get me wrong, it did actually solve the problem with people stealing stuff out of my chest, but it did not solve the problem where people were still coming into my house every other freaking day. So today I am going to be combining these two ideas of mine. One is the hiding part, and 2 is the house part. So since hiding the chests of mine worked out well, I have decided to go out and make my house the same way. I am just going to be building a house that is not like any other house, just so that I can make sure that I do not end up getting swatted and stuff like that ever again. Not that I have ever been swatted, but that was just metaphorically. Now we cannot just hide the house. We have to make this some kind of way where it is just going to be camouflaged really well within the environment. So we will have to make it blend in well. And what better way to do this than to just build the house inside of a new mini world? That is like the best idea that I have ever come up with right now. But first things first, I am already proud of the fact that I was able to get the idea from myself, which I had applied to the chest/stealing problem. So that was a pretty awesome thing, to be honest. But I was able to apply that same idea that I used on the chest problem, and I am going to be putting it to work with the housing problem that I have got right now. But I am just hoping that once I am done with all of this right here, that I can just live here in peace again. But something is telling me that this will not work out the way that I wanted it to. It is just something that I feel coming up. I mean, that does not mean that this is a bad thing. I mean, I would rather have things go wrong while I am in the beginning stages of building this, because otherwise I would have to start all over again when I am almost done. But that is not something that I want to do right now. So I am just praying to the gods of the trees. Alright, so guys, please forgive me right now for what I am doing with this thing here, because I literally have no idea what I am doing right now. This is just some on the fly thinking right here, because I literally have no idea how to use all of this. So if you have any sort of tips and tricks for me, well, it will always be welcome, of course. But right now I do not really have enough time to go look for some tutorials, because I will really need to make sure that no one finds me in this hole. I mean, no one will find me, right? I told him to just go away a couple of minutes ago, so I hope that he respects that instead of following me or coming back with like a group of guys or something, because I usually get intimidated pretty quick and I am like a turtle. I will need a shell so that I can hide in there, and right now I do not have a shell, so this is basically my shell right now. I will have to make sure that I can get through this, otherwise I will not have my shell for whenever more people show up, and then, well, that means that it is time to panic for me. To be honest, building this new Earth right now also makes me feel at home for some reason. I mean, I live on Earth, so that might be one of the reasons. And because I always used to make these things a couple of years back when I was just playing on my own instead of with you guys, but you know, that might actually just be me rambling, to be honest. Who knows actually? I just know that it feels good to be making this thing right now. But of course I am going to keep feeling this feeling of being home and this feeling of nostalgia. So I thought that today I am going to be pursuing that feeling of nostalgia. And I mean, I really love the feeling of nostalgia just because it makes me feel at home, and it gives me a little throwback to my childhood and stuff. So I am just going to go ahead and do whatever it takes to get that nostalgic feeling back into my veins. And that is really something that I long for right now. Even though all of this has nothing to do with the modern house tutorial, I just feel like sometimes it is just good to talk about things like this, because you could just build this house right here, and it would not feel like home. That would be a bad thing, I guess. So alright, as you may have seen right there, the walls are done, and this wall is going to allow me to just stay with it, and it will not let anyone else in. So that is really cool. And of course no one will notice that this thing is there, because like I said, no one is going to just be running into a wall without knowing that there is something up with that thing. That is why the wall/pillar on that train station in London works that well. I mean, who is going to suspect some random wall for something like that? I mean, no one is just going to take their cart and run into a pillar like that. So I mean, all of those people that work in the wizarding world have got all of their secret and magic stuff figured out really well. But now I am just going to have to perform the same trick, because otherwise I am still going to be eating cake for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Even though that is for beginners, you do not even know. That was a quote from a song by Donald Glover, aka the Childish Gambino. And he is a cool guy. Again, not that this makes any sense right here now. Now we are basically done, so that I can test to see if this base is fully operational. Yes, I just quoted Star Wars. What are you going to do about it? That is right, there is nothing that you can do about it, because right now Sub-Zero Exabyte is a free man. Of course that means if there will be no visitors coming around right now, because then he would have been able to hear my entire plan and I would be screwed either way. But of course that does not matter right now. So just like I said, There is going to be a lot changing around here since I cannot just go out and about anymore, and I will have to stick close to my house because otherwise there will be a lot going on throughout my days. But I will make sure that I can still do whatever is necessary to make these videos for you guys, even if it means that I am going to be making a video that is just me sitting in a chair by some fireplace in a red kimono with some kind of a pipe and a newspaper. Yeah, just imagine me sitting like that. But with all of that said, it is time for me to move on with this and to not get distracted anymore. So I am closing the video right now. I still hope that you have enjoyed this as much as ever, and I would love to see you guys in the next video.